Hi everyone, it's your girl Melly. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking you with me to an appointment for PRF for under eyes. Some of you might have seen my other videos for PRP. And what PRP is, it's called platelet-rich plasma. And the process for injecting PRP into your under eyes is that they draw your blood, they separate it, and then they inject back part of that into your under eyes. I mean, they can be injected into several different areas like your head for hair growth. But what my hope is that it will help with my dark under eye circles because it's supposed to repair the collagen and it's also supposed to promote collagen growth. So I'm very excited because I've actually done treatments of PRP before, as I mentioned, and I feel like they did make a difference because my under eye circles were pretty bad. And a big part of that is just genetics. The other thing is stress, sleeping, like that all affects your physical appearance, obviously. But if you are prone to under eye circles, then it shows there a lot more. At least I think so. So we're going to go do this and see how it turns out because PRF gel, this version is supposed to be, I don't know, a little bit better, I guess. I'm not really sure why, but this office that I'm going to, that's what they do. So I'm like, okay, it's going to save me a trip. Like an hour and a half trip to go to my regular place. So we're going to see how it goes. So yeah, come along with me. Right, so the first step is to draw the blood. The blood has been drawn. I just left the office and I got the injections of the gel about 20 minutes ago, and so this is what it looks like. I will show you kind of the different views. So I'm gonna look down to the side, forward, which you guys already saw, and it does look scary, but here in like 3 days it's where it's gonna look like the best. It's gonna look all filled and nice. There's not gonna be any redness. You might experience some bruising, but it really depends on you and your skin and how easily you bruise and things like that. But she did pretty good about like putting arnica and also icing it so I don't get bruises, but I bruise pretty easily. And I also like bleed a lot. Sometimes you don't even bleed. I mean, you will just like a tiny bit, but for the most part you won't bleed if you're just a normal person, not like me. like I said, the third day is like the best day, and then it will pretty much not go back to normal, but you won't notice a huge difference because it really takes some time to like kick in and, you know, to for the collagen to grow and to repair. So you're not going to see it overnight, and you might need a couple more sessions to really see like the best results. I have had, I think this is going to be my 7th session of PRP in the last couple of years. So, you know, it does take some time. I also did PDO threads once, but I didn't really see like a big difference with those, so that's why I went back to the PRP. And this is actually, they call it PRF here. I don't know if there's a big difference, but one thing that I didn't know that the nurse told me is that with PRF, it's a little bit different how they like mix it. I guess the other one has some additives like PRP, but this one doesn't, so it's just much more and even natural than just the naturalness of the PRP in general. So yeah, I'm excited to show you all here in a couple days. I'll try to take some video of like day 2, day 3, and maybe day 4 once the bruising is completely down, and so you all can get an idea of what it will look like. It has been about 10 hours since my PRF injections, and so I wanted to show you all what I am looking like. My face is still pretty swollen, and I expected that. It's just kind of odd, you know, looking at yourself and looking a little bit different. So yeah, I kind of feel like, I think it's this side, might have some slight bruising, or just, you know, the redness will last a little bit longer because it's still pretty like dark. So that's the only thing that I'm like, that might be a little bit noticeable for a couple of days, but it should be fine. When I got my nose done, I had that like bruising for a super long time, and that one was noticeable. So I can do with a little bit of redness. So yeah, still pretty swollen. Let me show you kind of the side. This one's not as bad, but this one's pretty swollen. And part of it is swelling, but a lot of it is just the PRF, right? It's going to take some time to kind of disperse, and you almost want to look like this because, you know, the more like poofy it is, that just means they put more of the good stuff in there. So, you know, like if you come out of there and it just looks flat, then that means they did not put enough. And so yeah, you might not see the results that you want to see. So it has been 24 hours since I did my session of PRF, and this is what my face is looking like. I do feel still very swollen, like when I smile, like it's still sensitive. I still have a little bit of redness, and I feel like it's really noticeable. I had a dental appointment this morning, and then a chiropractic appointment, and I was like so for my dental appointment, I was a new patient, so I don't think they would have noticed like there was a big difference. Like, I mean, I feel it, I see it, but maybe they just thought that's just how I look like, right? But I still, like, when I look down, like I still kind of see the swelling. So I don't know, I just feel odd. For my chiropractic appointment, so I went in there and I'm like, oh, you know, I kind of like told them, I guess, like, I'm like, hey, you know, if you think that I got punched in the face, I didn't. It's just swelling. But one of the ladies, she's like, oh no, like, you know, you can kind of tell, but like we didn't really notice. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's good. So it's definitely going to feel more noticeable to you, and you're going to feel odd, but outward it'll probably just be the same, especially if you wear makeups. But yeah, it's still like warm. And let me show you, I guess, the side view, and looking down, and then to you all. So I'm still excited about the results. I know I mentioned that like day 3 is kind of like where it's like the best because the swelling is down, but like especially like your hollowness is like leveled out. So I am looking forward to that. Even though it doesn't say that way, I'm still looking forward to it.